Alright, we're live, mate. Quick mic check.
All my settings are right.
Alright, mate. Spectate when you're ready.
Press spectator.
Alright, we're just waiting for everyone to ready up now. Far out, love being sick. Honestly, the best strat. Probably could have made you party host, to be honest. Then it would have been easier to do that. So then you could invite the podium places, but we'll get through it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Azerbaijan for round 4 of the TrTrans-Nation eSports F1 Championship. We're here for the F2 category, and we're back with your amazing commentators from Bahrain, myself, Mackenzie Stewart, and Robin Kreft. How are you, well, this evening, mate, since it's like 7 PM in the evening for you over there?
It's 9 PM for me, but
I was close.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this. Baku race of Bahrain was very crazy. This one can also be very crazy. But let's see what will happen this weekend.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very, very interesting to watch. Obviously, Baku won. I think it's if I remember from my track guide, that it was that Baku's the second longest track on the calendar at 6.003 kilometers. Or 3.7 miles for you Americans or you British people. And it's 20 turns, 2 DRS zones, and your previous winners are myself from F1, Albert Garcia in F2, and then Eden Haas won F3. And I've just been told by Matthew that it's a clear quali and overcast race, so thank you for that. And obviously, yeah, there's been there was a patch between the last time me and Robin had commentated, and now you'll see on the right of your screen that there is now a track map for qualifying and the race. So that's, what do you think of that addition to the spectator menu?
Well, it's the first time I work with it as a commentator, but I think it's a good new thing to the game.
Oh,
as you know, not the yellow flags.
I think it's Brett who's just gone straight on in the second the second braking zone coming out of the pit lane. That is quite a common mistake though. Obviously. Oh, and Mano's already crashed out, and that looks like that's a castle section. So we'll jump on board with championship leader Freddie Martinez. And we'll have a look and see what's actually happened here. Will we get to see it? There he is to the left. Yes, so he's obviously done something. Yeah, and he's already out. So Mano, who put himself into second in the championship, after last weekend, he's now going to be starting right at the back for the race. So, Robin, do you want to quickly jump onto either Discord or Instagram and just run us through the championship standings real quick, mate, while we jump on board with, I think Freddie's going to be our first man in a hot lap.
Yes. The championship leader is Freddie Martinez with 52 points. In second place with 9 points behind is Beekveld, better known as Mano, who has just retired from the qualifying. A free reigning champion Fabio Lavacioli in P3 with 34 points, Diogo in P4 with 31 points, in P5 we have Opan Nunga, in P6 Kai Talska, P7 Duff in the Williams, P8 Johnny Stokes in Ferrari, P9 with Brad Keenan, P10 Eduardo Rojas, P11 the second Mercedes of Liesbeck, P12 Perrock in the Williams, P13 Trisandi in the Racing Point, P14 Haas Harris, Renault of Elias in 15, Luca Montagazza in 16. I think he hasn't got any racing this year. He also not here tonight.
So
Murphy's in P17, Radim Sebesta P18, Jackson 19 and Ethan Lossings in 20.
Yes. Oh, and Fred, and just as you finished that, Freddie's belted the wall at the second, the second to last corner, coming onto the coming onto the back straight. But I think he's going to finish his lap. He probably would have understeered a little bit through the last two corners, but our first time on the board, what will it be? Looks like it might be a high 38, maybe a low 39, a 39 flat, basically. So, and Chris goes second with a 141. Who's that next? I think that's DeMarlo. No, it's DeMarlo. Oh yeah, it is DeMarlo, but DeMarlo has come into the pits. Brett Keenan's going to be next. He comes down the main straight. What will he set? It'll be a 140.8. So something must have gone wrong there, because that's not a decent lap from Brett. And then Matthew up to P3. We've got our reserve Carter boy in P4, and he's gone straight on at turn 2 now. Dominic's gone to P2 in the Williams. And I've just noticed as well, a few of the guys that we're missing Fabio in P3 in the championship. I think, we're missing Adam in the second Williams, who's currently sitting 12th. And, but yeah, there's quite a few big names missing today. So, do you reckon that'll have any effect on the on like how the championship plays out heading into the European League of the season?
It's quite close at the moment, so you have probably a few people who can move up with a good result.
Alright, and then so at the moment Alpha lead the Constructors' Championship with
65 points.
Yeah, 65 points. And yeah, obviously with Fabio not racing today for unknown reasons, then it's going to be interesting to see how Diogo can go today. Anyone else about to finish a lap? I think everyone's coming in. Oh no, Eduardo's on a lap now. He's coming through the penultimate corner now. We'll jump on board with the Racing Point. Very touch and go through the fast right-left, or left-right I should say. Down the main straight, what's he going to set? It's going to be a 141.5. And looks like Matt's going for another run. We'll jump on board with this lap. Do you want to take us? Oh, Matt's crashed! Oh! Well, that was a big crash. I was just about to say, did you want to jump on board with him and run through a lap with him? But he's put it in the fence out of turn 2, and that's his session over and done with. And it looks like Luca might have collected him too. No. Yeah, Luca might have. Oh no, okay, no, Luca might just be going slow to avoid him. Who's that? Oh, it's one of the Haas's. I think that's Scott. Yeah, Scott coming down the coming down through turn 2. So yeah, 2 retirements already in qualifying. It's going to be a tough race for both those guys. But now we'll jump on with DeMarlo, who's currently sitting 11th in the championship for in the second of Mercedes, and he's the only Mercedes left in qualifying now. Coming up to turn 3, brakes just before the 100-meter board. Yellow flags. I think that looks like one of the Red Bulls going slowly. Through turn 3 and 4, quite difficult 90-degree corners to get right. Through the chicane of, I think it's 5 and 6, or is it 6 and 7? I'm not too sure. I think it's 5 and 6, yeah, because this is turn 7 here, and then the castle complex is 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's... That was very close to building the castle fence. Yeah, an interesting fact about the castle, if you guys did not watch the track guide, at the apex of the castle section, the track width's only 6 meters wide. It's one of the narrowest sections of track on the F1 calendar.
Yeah, so we're also very close to you if you are on that point of the track.
Yeah. So yeah, DeMarlo is now coming through to finish his first run of the session with just under 9 minutes left on the clock. Who's I think it's March has just jumped to 7th. Yeah, March has just jumped to 7th. DeMarlo's going to come through now. He's run out of ERS. He's going to jump to P3. So at the moment, Freddie's got just under a second over the whole field.
Why is Lucas driving so slowly?
Brett. Brett is currently sitting in P4 after quite an average run on the softs. Maybe that was a strategy though to do an average run on the softs, so then it could be beaten on the mediums. But why is Luca going so slow? Oh, Brett, that's a very poor run through the chicane. What's happened with Luca? He's getting across the line and set a 3:31. Maybe that was his plan the whole time, I don't know. Okay, we'll jump back on board with Brett. As he comes up to the penultimate corner and takes the inside curb nicely, gets on the power. Is he up on his time? He's down. Oh, he's down 2 seconds. So
Freddy is going for trying to improve his lap time.
I think he's going to improve. 38.8. Yes. He does. Goes
more than a second.
He extends his gap to just over a second now. And Dominic's about to start his lap. DeMarlo's just finishing or just coming in at the pits now. God, that sun glare is really bad in the turn 1. So, anybody else on a lap? It looks like there might be a Ferrari on a lap. No, John's not.
He's not in attack mode.
Yeah, so Scott's still 8th on the hards. Matt's still 8th on the on 7th on the hards. Welcome to everyone who's just joining us. Yeah, we're just under 6 minutes left in qualifying. And yeah, currently our 2 retirements from qualifying so far have been Matthew Elia and Mano Beekvout. Sorry if I got that wrong. I'm not usually that good with name pronunciations. And 3 people haven't set a time yet. We're still waiting on Diogo Cruz, Guy Tasker, and John Stokes to set a lap. And that's a Renault. Gone down the escape road again. So I think Brett's had another run with the escape road.
Chris goes to P3 on 2-lap old softs.
God, that's not a bad run from Chris. He from what I remember in the F2 series yesterday, he did quite well. Obviously, yeah, but that wasn't streamed onto the channel because we couldn't find a commentator that could. Shit, my bad. Yeah, that could stream it. And Dominic's backed out of his lap with 5 minutes to go. So
he was quite down on his time, I saw.
It looks like we're going to see the first of Guy Tasker this race, or this qualifying session, I'd say. Obviously, last weekend's Grand Prix winner in F2, and an interesting fact for Guy as well: the 2 races that Guy's won in his TrTrans-Nation eSports career have both been at China. So, well, a long time between drinks, but at a familiar location for the British. Do you reckon Guy will be able to back it up this weekend after a bit of momentum on his side after missing the first 2 races?
I think he's top 5 virtually. He's also being contention for this race. I think if he can qualify at the front, as he is on mediums to start his qualifying lap.
But yeah, like look at the gap between the front 2 at the moment. It's a second at the moment. So at this stage, I'd say he's probably got a high chance of winning. Or I wouldn't say a high chance of winning this race, because Baku's a track where, obviously, yeah, you guys didn't see the F2 series yesterday, but we had safety car on the first lap in both races, and I think we had 2 safety cars and two safety cars and a virtual in the first race, and then I think 2 safety cars and a virtual again in the second race. So chances of a safety car here are quite likely. So it'll be interesting to see how people go about their strategy as well, because obviously, like, if you start on the mediums and the safety car comes out on the first lap, then it kind of hurts your strategy quite badly. So
I just drove on board with Eduardo, and he unfortunately crashed in the castle section, lost his front wing.
Oh yeah, he has too. That's
he may have to start on the hards.
No, that's his session done. So looks like unless he can be beaten, Eduardo's going to be starting on the hards. And same with Matthew and Scott. I'm just jumping on the YouTube to see who commented. Kushthor, 200% chance of getting a safety car. Hopefully that's not the percentage in the F1 race, just over an hour and a half's time. But yeah, so Eduardo's finished. Brett's gone up to P3. Guy up to P4.
A very good lap.
Very good lap time there. 40.0 from Brett, and Brett's at the fence. So that'll be his session over and done with.
Diogo's out on hards for his final run.
Oh, he is too, so maybe he's looking to go a bit alternate, maybe go softs to hard. I mean, not softs to hard, maybe hards to softs or hards to mediums. I guess it'll just depend on what his tyre looks like. You've got Carter Boys starting on a lap, you've got John's on a lap. DeMarlo's just finishing his lap now, or is he starting one? I think he's starting one. Yeah, he must be starting one because it's like a 1:45. Oh, and he's run very deep and almost collected that outside fence, and Brett's retired, so he'll be quite happy with that P3 qualifying session. I think DeMarlo's hit the fence again on the. But Christo's still in P5. That'll be his best qualifying result of the season. Yellow flag sector 2. There's a Ferrari in the castle section. Oh no. Oh no, it's Diogo. He's facing the wrong way at the castle section.
It goes out backwards.
And yeah, and he'll just back out of the castle section like nothing happened. And that's put an end to his qualifying session. Hopefully he doesn't retire on track, because he's got 2 or 3 cars behind him that are all on laps, and Dominic's retired. John's gone up to P2.
Oh, good lap from the Ferrari driver.
Freddie's still got 8 tenths on the rest of the field, and and from what I remember, it looked like he was P2 as well. He was up on his first sector time, so let's see what the Toro Rosso driver can do. Can he extend his lead at the top? It looks like he's only up by 7 1/1000ths of a second. It looks like Diogo's retired as well. Oh, looks like there's an Alpha. So DeMarlo's backed out. I don't know if Chris is up. Is Freddie going to finish his lap? Does he improve? Freddie improves to a 38.7, so almost a second on the rest of the field now. Don't think Chris is going to improve. Oh, he does. 40.5. What's him? Keys in P6, but yeah, and that's your qualifying session done. Everyone's finished their laps. We're just waiting on the 2 people to retire in the pit lane. Guys to watch out for will definitely be Guy Tasker in 5th. Eduardo and Matt could be quite dangerous as well if there's like a safety car late, like depending on when the safety cars come out in this race, because I don't think it's going to be an if safety car, but when. It's just the nature of the circuit. But yeah, is that Freddie's 3rd pole of F2 or?
I don't remember who got the pole and who not.
But yeah, Freddie takes his, I think it's second. I'm going to say 2nd or 3rd pole of F2. You got Johnny Stokes on the front row, Dominic P3, Brett P4, Guy P5, Chris P6, DeMarlo P7, Eduardo P8, reserve of Carter Boy in P9, and Matthew Elliott P10. Then we'll just. And obviously, Mano not setting the time and Diogo not setting the time. It's going to be an interesting race. It's a shame there's it's a shame there's no weather involved, because throw rain around this place and it becomes 20 times worse to drive. It's going to be good fun.
Yeah, and will it be again that excited as Bahrain, with also Diogo starting from last place, like he did in Bahrain, and got the podium?
Yeah. We'll just wait for the drivers to select their strategies, select the tyres that they start on, fuel, all that, and then we'll head out on the formation lap. I don't think there was any grid penalties or anything like that, so
No. Everyone will start outside the top 10, will start on the medium compound of tyre.
Yeah, so and yeah, so definitely I'd definitely say the more optimal strategy is the mediums to hards. But if you can look after your softs, you can definitely make the softs to hards work. But yeah, you're gonna have to yeah, like look after them quite a bit.
How many safety cars will we see today? I think we can have quite a few.
I definitely I reckon we'll see at least 2 safety cars and 2 virtuals.
We could have a safety car after turn 1 if it's a bit crazy.
Yeah. Well, I might quickly jump on and see what the F3, see if the F3 race has started yet. I think has been commentated by Bailey and Josh. But as the formation lap comes to a close, it looks like there's. Ooh, was that a big? Did they get a safety car on the first race, on the first lap? I can't quite see. Looks like it's a Ferrari lockout.
Ferrari is backing up the back to the grid.
Yeah, it looks like there might have been a lap 1 crash.
Yeah, it's like quite a short run now to turn 1.
Oh yes, and F3 do have a safety car on the first lap.
Yeah.
So
will we see something like that in F2?
I hope we don't, but anything's possible. But now we're building up to the 5 red lights. Just waiting for a good camera angle. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights. Revs are building. Intentions rising. And it's lights down, away we go. Brett's got an amazing start from P4. He's already up to P2.
Oh, what a crash!
Was that guy that was sideways?
That was all the McLaren, I think.
And looks like guy's got his whole front wing. Oh, there's an Carterboy's out already. Whoa. There's a big crash. Big crash. Safety car.
Safety car. Safety car.
Massive crash at turn 2.
Scott got a 5-second with a collision.
We've already got a safety car in the first lap.
Take a look. We'll see probably a lot of front wing changes at the end of this lap.
Well, do you want to check the penalties and see who got a 5-second? Because I seen a 5-second penalty pop up 2 or 3 times.
For both Racing Points and Scott.
So both Racing Points and Scott. It'll be interesting to get a replay of that incident at turn 1 and see who actually caused that. But yeah, Brett just absolutely went fucking hammer and tong. And went from 4th to 2nd, so he'll be happy about that. What do you reckon the strategy will be now for these soft runners? Do you reckon they'll stay out, or do you reckon they'll pit for hards? And excuse me.
I think they will stay out for now. But
you could.
Some others will pit.
Interesting to see what they do go for though. Yes, so currently, so Freddie still leads from Brett Keenan, John Stokes P3, Dominic P4, Guy still P5. Anyone pitting from this front lot? Brett's pitting. And Dominic's followed him in. Anybody else pit from the back?
Lucas is overtaking Eduardo.
Oh, yeah.
On the safety car.
Scott's got no front wing. Eduardo's in as well. I think March will be in as well. Yeah, no, March. Oh, Mano's got a 5-second collision for a collision with RP Amazing. So he's probably just giving him a nudge or something. And that's giving him a 5-second. Oh, what's happened here?
Brett has gone out.
Oh, what's happened there? And Brett's been given a 5-second penalty for a collision with Lucas. What's happened there? I didn't catch the ending of that. So March now in. Obviously the Racing Point mechanics will take a while to serve March's car because he had double stacking and the 5-second penalty. And the front wing change as well, so this will be a very long pit stop for March. But yeah, it looks, yeah, so Dominic's gone to the mediums, Brett's gone to the hards.
Diogo is on another set of medium, I think, or no? Oh, he's on the same one.
Do you reckon that's a good strategy from Brett and Dominic to pit under the safety car?
We'll have to see how the race will go for them, but at the moment it could be a good strategy.
I personally feel like I wouldn't want to give up track position like this early in the race, but I guess maybe being on a better strategy might help them out later in the race, depending on how many more safety cars we do get.
Yes, and the biggest gainers of the first few corners of this race are Mano and Lucas with 8 and 6 places. And Diogo got 4 places. As Mano pits again, probably to serve his 5 seconds.
Oh, and a front wing change too.
Yes, there's a right front end plate.
So he's going on to he's going on to the soft. Interesting strategy there. And Carter Boys just put something in the chat saying that he just locked up and went straight on. And he's very sorry about that. So
yeah, these things can happen, especially at the Baku.
Yeah, unfortunate for Carter Boy. We'll hopefully see him again next weekend at in Spain, but we'll jump back on board at the front. No, obviously, nothing's happening yet because of the safety car. Yeah, but it is lap 3, so we should see safety car in this lap.
Yeah, I was almost the whole package almost behind the safety car.
Well, yeah, we're just waiting on old mate March to catch back up. Who's, according to the game, he's on softs, but the tyre delta on the left hand side says he's on hards. So
on my screen, he's at hards on the left and on board.
On the onboard, for me he's got the soft tyres on.
Will the safety car come in this lap?
It should be in this lap. It might be one more lap actually. Oh no, safety car in this lap. There we go. Here we go. Safety car. Then Bernie Maylander in the Mercedes AMG safety car will disappear back to the pit lane. Johnny Stokes. Oh, Johnny's been given a 5 second for apparently a severe collision, but he'll have to serve that in the pit lane due to it's only lap 3, and yes, he'll have to stop eventually. But looks like when's Freddie gonna go? When is Freddie gonna go? And he goes now. He goes now. Safety car's back in the pit lane. We're back to green.
Look at the gap between P4 and P5.
Oh, they're side by side. Green flag racing again. The top three have just the top four have absolutely bolted. Chris Murphy. Oh, Chris has gone deep into turn one. Dominic's going to take the position back. It looks like Lucas has snuck up the inside of Chris as well. Not a good restart for Chris. Brett's already snuck past his teammate as well. So, speaking of, here comes Diogo on Matt. Will he get up the inside to turn three? I think he's alongside.
Yeah,
he breaks later. There he is. There, yeah, he's up to P3. And Eduardo snuck through on Matt as well. So, poor restart from the Renault as well. I don't know what's happened to Matt. Yeah, no, Matt's just completely fallen off the back of everybody. Oh, and someone's got wing damage. Someone's got wing damage at the back. I think it's Mano or Scott. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, no, Mano's got it. Yeah, quite bad wing damage on the left end plate, but run back to the front. Already a second separating Freddie and John. Guys still within DRS of John, but obviously, yeah, we won't have DRS for another 2 laps. Oh, is that? I think DeMarlo's at the fence, maybe. Might just be the camera angle coming down the hill. Nah, he looks fine. Dominic up to P5. Lucas P6. Chris still holding on to P7 from Brett. Brett will want to get a move on, get back and try and latch onto this train ahead of him. Oh, that was... If he didn't hit the fence, he must have been very close to hitting that fence.
Eduardo overtakes Diogo on the straight, to up to P9.
Oh, a bit of bump and grinding in turn one. Has he got the move done? Yes, he does. Is that
Mano touches the rear of Diogo?
I think Mano's broken the other. Yeah, Mano's broken the other end plate off. Oh no, no, Mano's just got wing damage now. So it might have been Scott that got the first lot of wing damage at the chicane.
Here comes Mano at the inside of Diogo. The Diogo holds on. As guys right at the back of Johnny for P2.
He is too, but yeah, but look at the gap that Freddie's already got to this front pack. So and then look at the gap that Guy and John have up to back to DeMarlo and P4.
Yeah,
I think DeMarlo's got wing damage, and he's just clouded the fence again coming out of the castle section. He's starting to lag a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's in the steering through the fast left-hander.
I think he might have been, yeah. Oh, and he's had a half spin. Dom's going to get the run down into the final breaking point of the track. So both Mercedes really struggling on soft tyres with wing damage at the moment. And Chris starting to...
Brett.
What's happened to Brett? What's happened to Brett?
He's got the traction wrong, but almost going into the wall off the oval very close.
Oh, here comes Mano. Oh, Mano's had to break through the last... Is he going to get the run on him? I don't think he is. DeMarlo's in for wing damage. Oh, and Brett's and he's drilled Diogo, spun him round. Ooh, I think Brett's just broken way too late and just drilled the back of Diogo.
At the inside of Chris for P6.
Very nice move. Oh, and he clouded the inside fence. Has he got wing damage? I think. No, he's gotten away with it, I think.
Luckily. Chris loses 2 positions in 1.
And Diogo's gone straight on at the turn 2, so he's... Oh, what's happened to... Oh, John's round!
Oh!
And he's trying to flick spin it in the middle of the... this big crash!
Well, it was a car block. Johnny gets a 5-second virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. There was quite a lot of wing damage. I think I've seen a racing point. And Johnny's been disqualified. Yeah, Red Bull's got. Oh no, Red Bull hasn't got wing damage, and DeMarlo's been given a drive-through penalty. Yeah, so Mercedes has got wing damage. Racing Point's got no front wing completely. I think Chris hasn't got anything. Matthew's clear. I think Brett might be all right as well. Freddie's in to make his pit stop under the VSC. So
you have basically no free pit stop if you're on the soft.
And Dominic's in as well. I think Dominic's going to try go to the hards and go to the end. DRS now enabled, so we are back green. Mano's in as well. Basically, everyone who was on the but you know, that's basically handed Freddie a free pit stop. He's now only 12 seconds behind the leader.
The Marlo goes in, there's a Mercedes double stack.
No, I think DeMarlo might have served his drive. Oh no, so he's making a 5-second pit stop. Oh no, that might have just been holding him up because they didn't have the front wing ready.
Mano has gone on to the softs.
He has too. But back to the front, anything really happening? No, not really.
The only fight we have at the moment is between both Renaults.
They probably won't even fight that much as either, to be honest. But yeah, this field's really spread out after that incident at the castle section where John spun around and then tried to flick spin it in the middle of the castle. And yeah, so that'll be an interesting topic for the stewards, because obviously he's been disqualified from the session, so any penalty that he may or may not receive wouldn't have any effect on his current race results. So the commentators next week will have to keep you guys updated on what happens there.
Brad goes past Matthew Elliott to go up to P4.
Oh, Matt's gone a bit deep. I think Scott followed him in a bit deep as well, but yeah. At the moment, if Brett can take these tyres all the way to the end, he might be sitting about P4 in this race. Yeah, obviously, yeah, like Lucas and Guy who both started on mediums, will have a pit stop to make, but they should come out roughly about 7-8 seconds behind Brett. So Brett could still be on for a P5, and then Matt's, yeah, depending on another safety car or something, Matt could still be in this race. And now DeMarlo serving his drive through. Yes, he is. So that'll put DeMarlo even further back than what he already was. So
he will probably hope for another safety car.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as the leaders comes onto the main straight to start lap 9. We'll just keep monitoring that gap between Guy and Freddie, because this will be the battle to watch at the end of the race. Obviously, Guy will be on 7 lap fresher tyres than Freddie.
For P7 we have a battle between March and Dominic.
Dominic's going to have DRS quite comfortably and just flies past, takes P7 off the Indonesian.
Well, Dominic goes deep.
Oh, did he hit the fence there?
No, he just avoided it.
As Mano sets the fast lap of the race, obviously he would be the only car on the grid on soft tyres at the moment. Oh, Diogo's had a moment coming through the through turn 2. Nothing's really happening at the moment, apart from this battle for P7. No one else is within a second of anyone else apart from this battle here. Yeah, and Brad's bolted quite significantly from his Renault teammates. So oh, Matt's given the fence a little rub. Wonder if that's damaged his front wing at all. But yeah, Guy is really starting to put the hammer down, though. He's only 3/10 slower than his personal best last lap, so he's obviously trying to stay consistent and hoping that when Freddie catches up to Lucas, that he does hold him up a little bit, because at this rate, Umano's overtaken March. Sorry for the yawning. It's quite early for me on a Sunday. March has run a bit deep again, and yeah, but as I was saying, Guy at this rate, Guy will come out. Wait, what's happened? Oh no. Yeah, so at this rate, Guy might actually jump Brett and Matt. Yeah, so yeah, at this rate, yeah. But it just I think it's about 25 seconds for a pit stop. But with the rate Guy's extending that gap, then I think he should comfortably get that get that gap up to about 25.
And the gap is 24.7 between Guy and Brad, so it's close to the pit stop window. If he will pit now.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think he'll be pitting maybe next lap, maybe lap 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think that's the pit stop window between if you start on the medium. There's also a yellow flag I will see, don't know where.
Dominic, virtual safety car.
Oh, virtual safety car is March pits.
What's happened there? What's happened to Chris? Oh, Chris has had an incident. Turn 1 or something. Looks like his res might be heavily overheated. Marches in for another front wing change, so maybe he's collected the wall coming through. Eduardo's in as well for another pit stop. I think he's going on to another set of hards. Yeah, Eduardo's got wing damage as well. Yellow flag sector. Dominic. Oh, where's that?
Dominic. It's just before the first sector split. First sector.
Oh yeah, there he is. There, yeah. So what's happened there? Is he just dropped it or something?
I think he dropped it. He was in a battle, I think. He also had no front wing at all, so... And he puts it in the wall.
Is that going to bring out a safety car? Because that is a very dangerous spot. Parked on the exit of that chicane. Yeah. Diogo's had a moment as well. Mano's right on the back of Scott. It looks like Freddie. Oh no, Lucas is pitted now for.
Brett and that's Matthew Blue. Brett goes into the pits.
Oh wait, why is Brett pitting again? Who knows?
Maybe damage.
Maybe. Who knows?
There's a new front wing for Brett.
And Mano's been drilled! by Scott. What's happened? I wonder, Scott's just messed up his braking point completely. Brett's gone into a set of mediums and a new front wing, so that'll get him to the end, I would presume. Dominic's left the session as well. But yeah, nah, Guy should comfortably get out in P2 now. He's 14 seconds behind, or 30 seconds ahead of Matt, and 14 seconds. So the gap will be about 10 seconds between Guy and Freddie.
We have another Sector 1 incident. Don't know why or go. As Matthew is up to P3, still have to pit, but it's a good position for him.
For sure, but it'll be... What is... Nah, surely not a guy who's going to try go mediums to softs. Maybe hoping for another safety car or something, maybe. But yeah, Chris starting to make a train for himself up behind March and Brett. Yellow flag, sector 2. Diogo's...
Diogo out.
They're both out.
Diogo and Malo. They're right on the racing line.
Safety car.
Safety car. Oh.
Where's the lead? Oh, the leader's already halfway around the track.
I think Guy will lock the safety car now.
Yeah, and now Scott's in for a new front wing. What does Matt do here? That was such a... I think Chris is in as well. Scott's just left the pit lane. He's gonna jump both March and... So, if anything, this safety car might help. Actually might help Guy stay ahead. Eduardo's in for another pit stop.
His third pit stop of the day.
No, I think it's fourth. He's got another front wing change.
Goes on to mediums.
New front wing, and he leaves the pit lane. Diogo's left the session.
Guy will come into the pits. Has a 15 second lead.
15-second gap. This might actually help Guy significantly. Keep an eye on this gap here. I don't think he's going to jump him. I think Freddie... Freddie's going to come in again.
So Guy will be in the lead in the race.
Yeah, but Freddie's going to be on fresh mediums.
Yes.
Everyone in this top group here will probably be pitting. Luca will probably pit, even though he's just pitted onto one lap fresh hards. Matt's in. Mano's in. No, Luca's going to stay out. Is he going to jump Freddie? No, he's not. So yeah, Mano will come in for a set of mediums and a front wing change. Matt could go to a set of mediums. Yeah, so at the moment, Matt could be on for a very decent result.
Yes. I bring some important points for Renault.
For sure. Especially considering both Alphas aren't going to score today.
No.
Williams aren't going to score today. And at the moment, yeah, only one Toro Rosso's in this race as well. So this could really be a good points haul for Renault today if Brett can fight his way up into a decent point scoring position too. March is in for another pit stop. He's going to go into a set of mediums. So everyone's going to be on hards or mediums to the end.
Yes, and if everyone goes to the checkered flag, everyone will get points. But as there are 10 people in the race.
safety car will be out for another lap, and hopefully it allows the rest of the field to catch up, who are just over a minute behind the rest of the field. Yeah, you can see them starting coming onto the main straight now as March and Eduardo only head through the castle section now.
Yeah, they'll probably be behind the safety car when it comes in.
Josh is saying they've F3's had 2 safety cars this race already, and they've got 9 people left on lap 15. Melvin leads from Harry, then Matt, then Terry, then Quinton, Joseph, Daniel. And yeah, they've had, is that 4 retirements? Yeah, 4 retirements already.
I've taken a look at the penalties everyone now has, and only Lucas and Scotty are close to a penalty.
Yeah, no, but Baku isn't really a common. Oh, I wouldn't say common track for penalties, but it is. It isn't that. It's one of the easier tracks on the calendar to not get penalties, and now safety cars in this lap.
Yes, the whole pack is now.
Whole pack is I'd say the whole pack's basically caught up. Lucas has already fallen off the 2 leaders, but looks like they've started to back up quite a bit. Guys trying to go, but that's the mess.
Oh, crash! A massive crash!
What's happened?
Oh my god!
Scott's out. What's happened there? Matt got damaged, I think. Yeah, no, Matt's lost his whole front wing completely. Oh, the luck! The luck! The luck for Matt is just unfortunately bad. Lucas has left the session, so that'll gift Brett P3. Yeah, yellow flag, sector 3. What's... Oh, that's just Scott's car. There was a chaotic restart. The leaders have tried to go early when the safety car was still on track, and then they've had to, because of that, everyone's backed up onto the track, and obviously, yes, Scott's just hasn't seen it and just drilled the back of Mano, which has drilled the back of Matt, which has put him in the fence and made him lose his front wing. So it's gone from a possible podium finish to Matt to lucky if he scores points. Oh, is that guy hit the fence at the castle section? No, Freddy's got wing damage. Ooh. Freddy's hit the fence at the castle section.
His right front end plate is gone. Oh, close on the wall, this goes Freddy. Scotty has left the session.
Yeah, so this race has just been absolutely flipped on its head. Oh, what a view down that main straight with the helicopter shot. Wonder if Brett will be able to catch back up to this front pack.
Yeah, with Freddy got damage, I think Brett will catch up. to him.
Brett just needs to start managing his ERS more properly, and
I just see that Brett also got damage on his left front.
Oh no, he does too. So maybe knowing that Luke has an AI behind him, that he's going to he wants to he might just stick it out. As long as he doesn't put it in the fence again. Eduardo's in for another pit stop, his sixth of the day, I think.
Yeah, I saw that he was making a pistol, but his crew didn't give him a new front wing, so he had to pit again.
Oh, was this under the safety car?
Yeah, it was after that restart when he got damage again.
Oh yes. Yeah, so the yeah, now Luke has just rejoined the session.
This was Eduardo's sixth pit stop. He has used 3 hards, 2 mediums and 1 soft.
Oh, Brett's given the free fence another nudge. But yeah, now with Luca back in the session, that might not be... I don't think he's rejoined yet though.
Man overtakes March just before you can have the DRS activation.
Well, yeah, well, DRS has only just been enabled now. Anyways, Mano, speaking of damage, I think Mano might have some more damage. I think he might do actually, yeah. So we'll jump back to this battle group at the front. I don't think... Is Luca back in yet?
Yes, he is. He was a bit weaving on straight, so he's back in.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so Luca's back in now. So he's got... Oh, but this battle group at the front's still going on. Freddy with wing damage. And Guy Tasker could make it 2 in a row. Where's YouTube? I just want to check the comments real quick, see if anything's been posted. Oh, it's just Albert telling us about the safety. He's told you so about the safety car. Yeah, I think this one of the very. I think this might only be like the second or third lap that we've had DRS this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, but coming onto the main straight now, John Stokes has left the session after being disqualified. He's going to have the DRS.
Guy is trying to break the slipstream a bit.
No, he's not going to make the move into turn 1 with 8 laps to go now. Freddie and Guy battling it out for the race win. Brett's still sitting P3, but Luca's now starting to make inroads on him. Just over 2 seconds the gap now between those two.
You'll probably look more behind him than take a look in front of him.
But just look at the track map though, and just see how like spread out everyone is.
Yeah, only the battle.
Then again though, yeah, that safety car restart did cause basically all of that.
Yeah. Should have been another safety car as probably 4 cars there. Right?
So we've had 2 virtuals and 2
virtuals and 2 safety cars.
So 2 virtuals and 2 safety cars?
Yes.
So, and what did we say at the start of the race in terms of like what's...
Freddy!
What happened there?
He almost smashed in the gearbox of a Guy, so yeah, to avoid him he cut the chicane.
Oh yeah, well I've got the battle on my TV. I'm just trying to find some clean clothing to change into real quick. Fuck it, it's gonna have to wait. Freddy now with the DRS coming onto the main straight. Is he? I think he's going to get the, yeah, he's got the move done into turn 1. Freddy now takes the lead of the Azerbaijan F2 Grand Prix. Oh, guys dropped it. Guy, I don't think he got wing damage, but he's still got DRS though. How did he survive that? Oh my gosh. God, I'm getting quite hungry now, to be honest. Brett's still P3, Lucas still P4, Chris. Well, Mano and Chris are battling for P5 and 6. Mano's within DRS, but he hasn't got much. They both haven't got much ERS to play with. March is still
quite the eagle game between them.
Yeah. I think March might have more wing damage. And obviously, yeah, Eduardo, who set the fastest lap. Eduardo's got more wing damage as well. Eduardo.
Again.
Yeah. Mano's made the move coming through the fast, well, I wouldn't say back straight, but yeah, the back part of the circuit with wing damage. This guy close enough for DRS? I think yes he is. Even with the wing damage, Freddy's actually like still managing to keep a somewhat decent gap to guys, so maybe that's the difference in the tires.
Yes, and he's quick overall on this weekend. The qualifying he was quicker than,
I think he's just trying to save his ERS and try and stick with him, because obviously, yeah, like you don't want to be leading on the last lap around here.
No,
because you just leave yourself open to such an attack coming down that main straight that if you can just stick with the leader or stick with the person in front of you up until the last lap, if you get a decent enough run, you should be able to get them down the main straight. But obviously, yeah, both these guys will be saving ERS because Freddy knows he's not attacking and Guy knows that he's not going to attack.
Yes, and Lucas is in the second of Brett, and they both also in non-ERS mode. Like the first two are.
Yeah, so here, this is the battle for the final podium position. But we'll jump back on board with the battle at the front. It looks like
much closer.
Guy is much closer now. But both Freddy and Guy are using overtake. I don't think Guy's going to be close enough though to make a move. Obviously, if Freddy will be using his overtake as well. Oh, nah, he's not close enough. 43.9 last lap.
Lucas is right on the back of Brett. Goes for the outside of turn 1.
I think Brett just letting him go. Just trying to sit in the slipstream, save some ERS and fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe stick with him, maybe hoping for another like VSC or something like that towards the end of the race. Yeah, he's got 3 seconds to Mata though, who's gonna start gaining that rapidly, but he's got no ERS, so it's gonna be hard for him to defend an attack with no ERS. Chris doing very well though at this race. He'll be looking to score his first points of the season. I think, and I wouldn't say Haas's first points of the season because I think, excuse me, I think Scott's got a few points as well. Oh, but look at this. Luke has already got 2 seconds on Brett. So yellow flag sector 1 is that. I think Matt just might have had a moment going down an escape road or something. Yeah, but look at this. Mano's already almost within the DRS range of Brett. Is Guy close enough for another attack? We'll jump back on board with the front. coming. I don't think he's going to be close enough.
I think he just wants to be in the DRS range and save
Freddie's doing very well at saving his ERS as well. Look at him. He's got 50% on his battery. Guy's got about 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if Guy doesn't win this race, it'll be a very good drive from him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Guy, but a bit late on the brakes there. I thought he was going to drill him, but.
Osmano is on 6/10 of breath for P4.
I reckon Martin needs to have the same sort of tactic as Guy, just sit behind Brett, save his ERS for a lap or two. But then again, he might feel like that he might be able to push for a podium, so he might want to try and clear him as quick as possible. But at this rate, I don't know. I think Brett's just trying to get to the finish and score some points.
Yeah, bringing the car home.
Freddie's trying to use overtake on this back part of the circuit. Yellow flag sector 2. Is that Mano?
Oh, no.
What's happened
he
there?
lost his whole front wing.
What's happened there?
He touched with Scott and his whole front wing is gone now.
Oh, was there an incident with him and Brett maybe? Or did he just go straight into the fence by himself? And Mano's out of the race now.
Guy's right on the back of Freddy.
It's virtual safety car.
Oh,
the safe.
Right on the moment when Guy wanted to make a move.
Oh, at least it's only a virtual and not a full course yellow. But then again, that probably would have helped the likes of Brett and Luca in that significantly. But yeah, this battle for the lead's going to get extra tasty now.
Yeah, and Guy won the Chinese Grand Prix on the last turn, so who sees something similar?
Can he do it 2 weeks in a row and win the race on the last lap? DRS is now enabled. We're back racing now. Oh, Guy's looking so much. Guy's got the run. Down into turn 7. Is he gonna be left any room? No, he's not. Freddie's gonna squeeze him, force him to cut the corner. So Freddie's gonna hold on. Guy's got about 30% more on his battery than what Freddie does. So at this moment in time, I'd say it's advantage Guy, but you still got 2 laps to go. Freddie really starting to push on that ERS just to try and save a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't want to give up too much. Guy's got it in the hot lap mode. Can he get a good run onto the back straight? Onto the main straight, I should say. Yes, he can. Definitely the closest that Guy's been all race. Will he be able to make a move? He should clear him quite comfortably down into turn 1. But Freddie with 40% battery. Guy is closing. He's gonna go to the outside. Is he going to hold on to it? No, he is. Yes, he is. What a move. Guy Tasker around the outside into turn 1. With 2 laps to go. It's advantage McLaren, but... Oh, Freddie's hit the fence again. Is that more wing damage? No. Oh, there's the side that he already had wing damage on. Freddie's going to go for a move. No, he's not. Freddie must be running a lot lower wing than what Guy is. He must be, because even after nudging the wall, he was right on his rear wing. And maybe Freddie's tyres are starting to go off, because he's already out of DRS on Guy.
Yeah, and he's on 11 lap old mediums, and mediums can go to lap 11, 13 or 12 we said earlier.
Yeah, so I wonder if Freddie's tyres have just fallen off the cliff. He's got 12 seconds to Lucas, so he doesn't need to push too hard to But it's weird though, because if Brett's driven 13 laps on his and he's still lapping somewhat the same sort of pace, and he hasn't. But yeah, the gap's now 2 seconds between the leaders.
Yeah, Guy had this now. Going for a second win in a row.
Yeah, unless something dramatic happens on the last lap, I think Guy Task is going to take his second race win in a row. Yeah, starting the last lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We said at the start of this race, Guy Tasker would be the man to watch, starting P4 on the medium tyres. Even after a couple of safety cars and a couple of virtual safety cars, yeah, he's still right at the front. But I don't think likes of Luca and Chris and Brett will be too disappointed with their performances today either. They've put in excellent drives to get some really good points for their teams.
And also, Lucas started from P13 and he has gone up 10 places.
He has too. Very nice there.
Of the day.
Probably. Yeah, it'd be hard to say who driver of the day is, just because, yeah, obviously like the safety cars and all that, but Freddie looked like he was in it right till the end though. We might have a battle on our hands for P6 in this last lap. If Matt can get within DRS range of the racing point, then March's got heavy wing damage as well. But we'll jump on board with the race leader.
He's already celebrating. March retires at the last corner, so we will have 7 finishes today. We're waiting for Eduardo to hit the checkered flag.
Hold up a minute. I see a Renault on the podium.
What?
I see a...
Oh, what?
I see a Renault on the podium. What's happened there? Did Lucas get like a 3 second or 5 second late on in the race that we didn't pay attention to? Well, anyway, do you want to invite the podium places in, and we'll I'll go through the race results so we can figure out what's happened there.
Yeah, if you can invite Freddy, I will invite Brett and Guy.
Alright, no worries then. So what's it? Maybe something happened on the last lap, because there's no penalties or anything like that saying that.
We can ask.
Yeah, so Lucas only had 2 warnings, so...
There must something happened. The gap is 2.7 seconds, so...
So, only 7 cars finishing the race. And yeah, that's your race results from Baku. Guy Tasker taking his 2nd win in a row, and Brett Keenan surprise podium placing. But now we'll get the podium places in. Oh, okay. Luke's is saying I got no penalties. It's because I disconnected them, reconnected. The leaderboard messed up. Okay, so that's. We'll take that with a pinch of salt. We'll have a chat with Brett, but that'll be up for discussion, I think. In the stewards room this week. Brett, congratulations on your P3 or P4 or whatever you got. But real quick, can you suggest Freddie real quick as well? While you
yeah, just give me a sec.
Yeah,
1 minute. Yeah, it's an unusual one. He just thing disconnected during the race and then reconnected, and according to the leaderboard, he was like 8 seconds behind. So even though he overtook me on the track, it was still registering me in P3. So I don't know what the deal with that is. It might have been something to do with this disconnection. It might have been a desync in the system, but I mean, he can peel. I'm not 100% sure if we can really go on it, but yeah, the safety car restart was just absolutely shambolic. I was doing what I was doing in the F2 race, just hanging back to the point where you then get on the acceleration, just mug everyone down the straight. And as I was proceeding to do that, there was just like 5 cars just all strewn across the circuit. I sat there for about a minute and then clicked, oh shit, better move. Turned into the, literally threw my car into the fence to get around them, and
so I guess that explains how you've got the wing damage then. But yeah, now from what it looks like, yeah, Guy and Freddie have tried to go too early, and then they've had to back up as everyone's fully accelerated, thinking, oh, we can go, because the safety car was still on the track, and then yeah, obviously because of them backing up, Matt's been drilled. Mano got drilled. I'm not sure. I think it might have been Scott or something like that drilled them.
It was dumb, however it was implemented, but it did kind of put me in the prime spot for where I was. And then yeah, I just controlled the pace for a bit, and then Mano was giving me a bit of a hassle for what would have effectively been P3 at the time. Well, depends on. Yeah, no, it would have been P3 at the time, and I outbraked myself a little bit coming into the castle section, and then he must have just either followed me in, or he's just tried to avoid me and gone straight into the wall. So that kind of just settled the rhythm, and then I just noticed that Lucas was slowing down at the last few laps. So I thought maybe if he's got a penalty, I'll just stay on him. So I'll take P3 or P4, whichever way it goes. It's a good way to come back from Bahrain, and around a street circuit, it's not.
You say you hate the street circuits, but they always seem to provide you best results.
Yeah, it's interesting like that. Monaco, like you're saying, Monaco season 2 got on the podium. Azerbaijan last season, I got my best result in the F1 of 7th, and then I've come here and bagged another potential podium. So I don't know. Something about. I mean, I like Azerbaijan out of the 3 the most. It's a characteristic circuit, and you do have a lot more room for error. So, I mean, you probably saw the amount of times I went off down the escape road and all that kind of stuff.
Let's not talk about that, shall we?
No, we won't. But, yeah, no, I'm all in all pretty happy with how things went. I've suggested Dechrome. It doesn't look like he's going to turn up.
Oh, so. No, I'm party host, though, so that's why it hasn't happened yet. So I'll invite him in now. Well, but yeah, congratulations on the P2. and we'll see you next week for Spain for the first round of the European League of the season. While Freddie hopefully joins, we'll have a chat with our race winner, Guy, second race win in a row. Congratulations, mate. It looked like with them, looked like maybe starting on the mediums might not have been the ideal strategy at the start because of the safety cars and all like probability. But yeah, you've managed to pull through with it. Just talk about it. Talk about like your race, and yeah, like your perspective, like especially that last safety car restart as well.
Yeah, I couldn't decide which tyres to start on. I went with the mediums just because I thought I'd be a bit different. I thought it was the wrong choice there. I kind of wanted to start on the softs but ran out of time. But yeah, I don't know, just kept out of trouble for the start of it. I knew that was pretty much all I had to do, and there'd be safety cars and I just had to hope one came at the right time. And it did. So then, yeah, when I came in for the hards, I thought it was perfect, and I came out obviously in the lead. But then yeah, obviously then I realised, Freddie came out on the mediums, and I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. But I think he got wing damage coming through the castle section behind me, and I think that's probably what did it. But yeah, the safety car restart, I don't know, it was weird because it felt like it was just us two and no one else was anywhere near. So I was going along, and then yeah, you pretty much said it before, we just kind of caught up with the safety car, and no one else was anywhere near, so obviously we had to back off, and then I didn't see exactly what happened. I'm guessing they all just piled into each other.
Yeah,
I didn't really see, but
yeah, I guess it just shows that obviously the awareness of some people, but yeah, well, the stewards will obviously have a look at try and get every angle possible to see what actually caused it and see if they can find anyone at fault. But yeah, congratulations, Guy, and we'll see you next week. Well, I won't, but F2 will see you next week. Freddie, can you hear us here, mate?
I got you loud and clear.
All right. Congratulations on the P2. It looked like it could have been a potential race win, you going on the mediums at the end. But yeah, obviously, yeah. What happened at the end there? Did your tires just fall off, or yeah, like what happened there?
At the end, coming out of turn 2, my tires just had oversteer or wheel spin. I went to correct it, went into the wall. I had an orange front wing for like a lap and a half.
Okay, so that explains it. Yeah, we were just sitting there wondering if your tires had fallen off because you lost like 2 seconds, pretty much like as soon as Guy got past you. But yeah, explain us like the rest of that race. Yeah, like it looked like you're in prime position to do to get that win. Obviously, up until maybe the last safety car or something like that. How are you? What was your confidence? What was your mindset in that? Did you feel like you could have won that one, or was it? Do you reckon that was one that could have slipped away, or one that slipped away from you?
Well, coming off the qualifying, I didn't expect to be second or 8/10. Oh, second or 8/10 off the person nearest to me. What I was originally supposed to do is go out on mediums, set a lap, and then just wait. But I accidentally went out on softs, so I just did a lap on softs. And that was really it. I was planning to do a one stop from mediums to hards, and I just selected the wrong tire. And after that, I was going to see if I could do a softs to hards. After that, it went okay. The first 2 corners, safety car, wasn't all that happy. We lasted 3 corners. I don't know what happened. But after the second safety car, I pitted for mediums. And the restart, all that was fine. It's just when we went into the castle section, I was caught out by Guy's braking. And he broke a little too early, and I hit him just barely, and I lost a bit of front wing. I'd say it was I think it was yellow, but that was the race, pretty much.
Alright, well, Robin, have you got anything else to say, or anything to say, I should say?
Not really.
Yeah, no, alright, well, that's, I guess we'll wrap it off there, fellas. Congratulations to the podium places. We'll obviously, the stewards will discuss about that the timing glitch with Lucas and Brett. But thank you again to Robin. Congratulations to the podium places. We will see you next week for the Spanish Grand Prix. And then tune in about half an hour for F1 and F4.